Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
No, I just explored the possibility. Does the stick background even need
Thank
to,
you for releasing me,
be
Spyro.
filled in
Free
all the
10
way?
dragons in the
Because the
artist
rest of the layout
then
is
find the
stroked,
balloonist.
you know?
He'll transport you to the next
Maybe
world.
it just needs to be a
What
stroke.
about nasty Newark? I'm going after
Maybe I need to
him.
remove
Find
the
dragons
inner outings
first. That's all I can
of
tell
this
you.
whole thing. If that kind of makes sense.
Are you, show me what you're talking about.
Let me... I'm just gonna kind of prototype it with quickly how I can know how. Let me get a circle shape. Let me select the color as this same exact shade. It's gonna look very badly outlined, but imagine it only needs to look like, you know, a ring, rather than filled in. You know? It obviously looks out, not centered. Right? You get what I'm saying? So rather than it being on a background at all, it just has a stroke around it, you know, so there's like a border where the stick can move on the background in general.
It
But
could,
this
yeah.
is the box that's keeping it in.
To where you're talking about just having the stick move around and the background is still the same behind it.
Yeah. So like, if I open up OBS right now, this is not OBS. There's a background in general. Imagine it's just the stroke, you know?
You could. That way it's the same color scheme as everything else, but the stick itself is the only thing that's changing, right?
So what should the color of the stick be that would work on everything? Black?
Black would work on everything.
Okay, let's try it.
What the fuck?
First of all, what color do you think I should have the ring be? Also black? They could be the same color at that point.
Yeah, they could.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe like barely not black, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, not gray, but like, up.
Yeah, like that. This is not
slightly.
FFFFFFF or whatever, you know? Like... Yeah, there's a hint. There's just a hint of white in it. And then, oh man, so I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of this in an even way, you know?
Get rid of what?
The circle I already have. I just gotta eyeball it, you know? I gotta create a ring with the circle that I've already made, because I don't have the project file, essentially, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
How does that look to you?
Like, for the ring wise?
Like, does it look, I can't think of literally first grade terms right
Symmetrical?
now.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Symmetrical, yeah.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Let's try it.
Yeah, that's really close.
Does the bottom look a little bit more to you, or am I tripping?
You're tripping because it's got a little bit of movement because you have it selected.
Okay, yeah, that looks pretty damn close.
Yeah. Where when it's in the top left of your stream, it's not gonna matter in the long run anyway.
Yep.
I had to remind myself of that on certain things I was working on my animations.
I'm a perfectionist sometimes too, I feel it though, you know? Maybe one. And then... Do I have to open GIMP as an administrator or something? Which it's Okay.
It's just annoying.
Then we open this up. Kind of hard to tell, I guess, but we're gonna grab the same approach. Give that a save as... Nope. I will never remember that there's a difference between saving and exporting.
Mm.
Except in audio software where I know the hotkeys for bouncing.
Come on, man. Fuck this thief. God, I hate that guy.
I appreciate you taking the time to give me some input, though.
Yeah, of course. It was just a brainstorm sesh. I'm so happy with how this thing turned out. This is by far my favorite I've done so far. The newest one.
Well, yeah, the fire. I love. You definitely put a lot of effort into that one, and I in general love the color scheme of that Pokemon. The light blue, the sky blue. You know.
That was 24 frames of animating fire. Jesus.
Yeah, sheesh.
It's too much.
Why can I not paste stuff into here? Hello? Eder... What? What? Am I going crazy right now? What is fucking happening to my life? What?
What's happening?
I'm trying to copy paste this shit. It's not working. God, why'd that take so long? Old stick. Oh god. Oh god.
It's annoying.
I can't find this item. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm literally staring at it.
Huh. And dragons.
Okay, I don't know what's happening with my computer, but it's like there's a backlog of what Windows needs to do. But I'll like copy and paste shit and it just won't work. And then like 20 seconds later it'll be like the meme where 20 Google Chrome tabs open except it's all the things I was trying to fucking copy paste and move and
You might have to just make note of where you have stuff currently, and then reboot to keep your computer.
it's been a while since I've been here. Very rarely do that. The life of me. Let her sleep.
E.
Okay, there's that. I hate when Windows says restricted to do everything. It's like, yes, I know that's why I'm doing it, and I am.
Dude.
Okay, that looks. Let's see how it looks. Oh, yeah. Okay. The border needs to be thicker. That's first thing. Assuming you probably agreed, Wolf.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Border should probably be a bit thicker.
Yes, for sure. Just to make it pop more. Or stand out more. Because it looks like it's kind of just like a painted line at the moment.
Yeah. Do you think the black's too deep? That's around.
Possibly, yeah.
Kind of like popping really hard, you know? Like if I just look at the whole layout, I really see it as like
it's
a
because everything else is white.
Yeah, let's put it on the red. I mean, I'm sure it'll still look like, you know. Yeah, it still looks kind of like there.
Yeah, it's kind of in your face. That's why I wish you could do custom, like, joysticks per thing, because, like, you could do, like, you know how you have the red border around certain sections? You could hit the joystick with, like, that accent of red, like that darker red of the border.
Right. But I could technically, like, change the filter of this, you know?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that black pops way too much, it kind of seems like.
You also get a little bit of the white. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I can fix that.
Nasty's ancient history now.
Ooh, okay, that cleans it up a decent
Yeah,
amount.
but look at what happens to the buttons, you see?
Yeah, I see that.
I remember that's why I did that. Because see...
Do you want to try white to try to match it to the button scheme?
I would if I didn't think having that white, like, right here, you know? Right dead center. That makes... no, it still doesn't even look that good if it's really thin up there. When it's big, you know?
Yeah.
It's the main thing, you know, but like...
So why is that white popping up? Is that just the green screen thing? Or...
I'm guessing that it has something to do with the stroke, because if I turn the color key down, it becomes yellow, you know?
Yeah.
It works out for the buttons really well, you know?
Yeah.
I bet I could make the outline here also white.
You could.
But
yeah, we gotta figure out a color for that joystick that doesn't
like the joystick thing
assault
right now.
your eyes.
So let's make this white. I'll make it a little bit, just a little bit dark, just a little bit of shade. I'm a fan of just a little bit, you know? Big fan of it. Hello? Oh, it's because of that. I never know how to unselect shit. Yeah. Like, I can only do things within this circle right now. Like,
Does Control D work for deselecting?
no, I duplicated.
Oh shit.
Let me. Okay, we're at fake create a circle, you know. Okay.
Dude, what is my fucking problem? Jesus Christ.
What happened?
I failed the fucking starter Peacekeeper's Oracle like 3 fucking times. Just to get into Night Flight.
It'll get you as you're starting for sure. So what are you thinking? Hold on, let me do this on my other monitor so you can look at it.
Okay, here is a brainstorm thought. So, super, like, straight black, or like, tinted black, is too assaulting. Something similar you can do is you can do a darker shade of blue that's not quite black, but it's got, I'm trying to word it.
I like that.
Maybe a little darker, like more, like almost like the blue, blackish, like section of the blue. That way it's not like a flat black, but it's not
Kinda
like it's got something different. Yeah, you can try that.
Maybe a little more purple too, actually.
You could, yeah.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah, try that.
Let's see. I'm gonna sit here for a year while it drags the first file over. Y'all can't hear my munch, right?
What's up?
Y'all can't hear my chip munch, right?
I don't think so.
I gotta turn off my music. I can't hear shit right now. Alright, one more time.
Said y'all haven't been able to hear my chip munching, right?
No.
Dude.
Let it be known. He's quite good at munching. like it better. I'll start with that.
It's not as in your face, but it's not as like try a couple different scenes with it.
I do like the white border of the stick.
For sure. I like that a lot.
It actually works with the pink one quite well. But let's see.
I have a hunch of something you can try as well.
What's that?
So, like you have the white border, like the white circle, outer ring.
Yeah.
Can you add a white ring to that circle as well?
The second one?
Yes.
How so? Like within it?
Like just having like a thin stroke or outline on that purple circle, like the analog itself.
There kinda is.
Yes, it's very subtle though.
A little bit more though.
Yeah, you could like increase the thickness of that and it might clean it up a little bit in a sense. But definitely the white outer circle is, I think you got the move on that one.
I miss gems
think
in this
I should
level
make it a
literally
little
every
darker.
time.
But it does look better though, I think, than it would have. Especially with this background, I love the way it looks on this background.
I think I've gone through this level like one time and not been missing jumps at the end. I have absolutely no idea why. I just
What level are you in?
oh,
Sorry?
there's apparently I never killed that fucking vulture. Well, dry canyon. It's never the same. Like it's never the same gem. It's the weird part.
This background with this skybox looks really nice. Slave to this. This background looks kinda good.
Yeah. Sorry, I was checking my bank. Yeah, the purple with the green kind of crosses.
Oh, I crossed 2,700 kills with Deathfire.
Noise. That's a milestone.
Yeah, I started last season out as like, I don't know, just shy of 2,000, and I was really trying to push for 3,000, but it didn't happen. Literally, like, right at the end of last season and the beginning of this season when I started playing Vortex, so there's your, reasoning.
Have you tried the white analog or no?
The light analog?
The white. Like
Oh,
just
no, I
having it
haven't.
all
We
white.
can try that, yeah.
I would def try that, because you can like dumb down the white to where it's not as bright, and it'll still kind of mesh.
Like that. Let me see my head. Maybe something like this?
What the fuck is that? Sorry, a fucking moth landed on me. I didn't know what was happening. Yeah, I would try that.
That actually does look quite good.
Mm.
Yeah, I actually do really like
Yeah,
that.
that's clean looking, and I feel like that'll bounce off all your themes pretty well.
Well, yeah. Okay, that looks quite good.
something. Sometimes the simpler the idea, the better.
Yeah. It just looks a little bit brighter than my other whites. Do you agree that it looks a little brighter than the other whites?
It is a touch.
Looks thicker too. You know?
I got really confused and I just realized that Wolf is recurring, I guess, and watching Brandon's video, but not his audio.
Yes. Yes, you do. I did that. You caught on. Oh yeah, you might... You could mess around with making the circle slightly bigger in order to try to make the outside white match more. And then possibly just dumb it down a little bit more on the color.
Yeah, because on here it's like, look at it on the input display. It's much, like you can really tell, you know?
Yeah. To where it almost fools your eyes because that yellow popping through. But it's kind of just something you'll have to trial and error until it...
Exactly, because I can't like make a color key.
Yeah.
I can assume that this needs to be a bit darker. And maybe not that dark. Oh, subtleties, you know.
Hmm.
God, I hate the fodder in this fucking level. Give, oh my god, the fodder in this level.
We love ice caps.
Thanks for the butterfly.
The worst part of this is not knowing why Windows Explorer takes 30 seconds for something to pop up.
Yeah, I would def reboot at some point in the near
I
future.
don't def fix it, it's just
Annoying.
I have so much shit open that makes my screen work, it's not even funny. Like, I'm gonna show you something after this that you might find funny. I have a folder of programs I have to open to get my screen working. I'll show you.
Really? We missed a gem somewhere.
One red fuck somewhere.
Somewhere. Oh, it's this one. It's
Right there.
always this
Okay.
one. It's always that
Yeah.
one. God, I always forget about it.
Come here, Tip. You got your ear flipped and you're huffing at me.
I just have a feeling looking at it right here, it's gonna be better.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's way better. It's not as like poppy. So that's the word I'm gonna use.
Yeah, that's super nice. I do think I'm happy with that.
It looks really good.
I need to start
It's
Yeah,
a
remembering.
lot.
I like that.
It's just clean.
Exactly.
I need to start remembering to fill my water bottle before I start a 120 run.
God, thing the guy made for me is fucking sick. I'll show you all that real quick. Because I'm basing it off of that. This is what he made for me for Spyro 2. I think this is super clean for D-pad, you know?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I had to make a stick first. So, thanks for all your info. I really appreciate your artistic eye. I'd say, I know it's simple to just say, hey, try white or try black. You know, like, sometimes you don't know where to start. Sometimes, yeah, you are right. Sometimes it's just a simple solution that works, you know?
Yeah, sometimes doing too much can take away from what you're going for. I'm guilty of that a lot whenever I do my art, because I'll just be like, it needs more. It needs more. More.
Sometimes it needs more of less, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah. It needs
The less,
more of a
but
simpler
the less
idea.
that you do have needs to be more of itself, if that makes sense. And like what I mean by that is like if I'm making music and I have a very simple section and I don't want to add to it, how do I make this section stronger as it already stands by not adding?
Exactly. Like, there's certain like art things you can do to where it's you don't need a whole lot going on. Like that Sleeping Umbreon, for example, I added quite a bit to it, but there's only a couple key things going on. There's animated fire, there's like 5 frames of animated Umbreon, and then a shooting star. That's the only 3 moving objects. But I added really clean backgrounds and scene layout to it, to where it looks crisp.
Right, exactly. It's all about the refinement. Like when I make music, like I already have the sketch idea down in the first hour, and the rest of the 5 hours I've been working on it is refinement. Also, can you tell the triangle is very slightly faded? It's like it's very noticeable still, but like you can tell like there's a little bit of yellow to some degree.
Very slightly. Yeah.
It's like the hardest to see button for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, can't do much about that. And then you never press triangle in this run.
True. For the most part, it's just a quick visual lineup, but that's it.
And even then, you can use the camera to do the same thing for the most part.
Which is like dropping the idea to use triangle lineup and use short buttons is the same thing. Target's not really short buttons, but like the R2, L2.
Spyro 2 teaches you to use camera button.
Yes. Unfortunately, I never put as much like dedication to Spyro 2 as I have to this. I think that's evident with I don't know.
I had an idea for my channel points,
Yeah.
but it requires me to do a lot more artwork.
Also, if you ever want help setting up the automated like art things, let me know. I'll help you set up the streamer.bot thing. That's how I have the whole automated changing backgrounds. You can do anything with it. You can have like art pop up, like pictures. You can have sound play. You can have like scene switch, right? Or sources change, right? So like how I'm doing this is the channel points are triggering the source filters.
To switch the scene
Right,
out.
you see how all these filters here are the different key-shifts essentially and stuff, you know?
Yes.
The channel point rewards just trigger that, right? So watch, if I trigger like blue, watch, or actually, let me do red, watch what happens. It just turns off pink and turns on red, you see?
Okay, yeah.
So you can do anything with filters, you can have it switch scenes, you know what I mean, to do B or B, or like if you have other scenes that are very slightly different, you know, you can have it do anything, so. If you want me to help you set that up, let me know.
That might work out through, like, for the idea I have, that might work really well. Because I was thinking about, I was going to, I can't do an animated Umbreon without a with a transparent background, unless I get Photoshop. I'm not quite sure. Basically, I want to have a Umbreon that I draw on my screen, and I was gonna do like.
Oh my god, that's the furthest I've gotten CFG.
What?
I got underneath the loot head, starting from the balloonist, going around Cove, Twilight, and...
Oh, for my meme.
Yeah, I
logo?
went to the loot head. That's over halfway.
That's
that's sick.
without getting, or without
I
going
got
in the
hit.
goop
I
at
got
all.
hit.
Oh, I was gonna say without getting in the goop at all, that'd be fucking insane.
No, no, no. I just want to make it with
But
my,
no,
with
that's
yellow
still
skin.
nice.
You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Not getting hit, that would be holy.
So let me try to explain this, because I'm trying to still figure it out exactly. But it's similar to like how people hit a button and it changes your color of your screen or your layout.
You can do anything with a channel point reward. With it, they type something in chat, it can happen. So you can have it be like if they type exclamation point blank, or even if they just type a word, or if they do anything really. If they sub, if they follow, you can do sub and follow alerts custom in OBS with this if you don't want to use stream alerts if you really want to.
Gotcha. Because I was thinking about having an Umbreon just chilling on my screen, and it was gonna be like the silly idea I had is like for 2,000 channel points you can switch the hat that is on the Umbreon.
Exactly, you could definitely do that, yeah.
Where I was.
And that's actually real. Yeah, that's cute.
The reason I was saying it's gonna be a lot of art related stuff to like incorporate, like everything I'm doing is just I'm doing more art tasks for myself. But
a good way
I
to
could
do it, though, you know, like to give yourself the motivation. It seems like.
yeah, but I could draw like 4 different hats that people could switch between, and if what I'm picking up is correct from what you were just telling me, I could do it to where it could turn off one hat and turn on another if someone redeems points
Right,
for
exactly.
one of them. So where that could be just a fun little interactive thing that they can do on the screen. Like I see some people have those little animated avatars on the bottom of their layout on certain streams.
Yeah, that's a little fucking Steam game. I know someone who did that. It's called like stream. I don't know.
What?
But I'm thinking the Umbreon and the hats or like a scarf or whatever could be a cool little interaction that's like personal to the
Yeah, that's
stream.
really cool because it has to do with your art. Yeah,
So I might dabble around with that idea. Also, I'm curious about switching to, like, Streamlabs has been good to me, but I feel like there's certain things that are limited.
Yeah, use regular OBS in my opinion. It's much better. I can help you get set up with everything you need. I personally think there's a few softwares I consider myself very well versed in, and OBS is one of them, I'd say.
Okay, because I downloaded OBS, I have not opened it or messed with it at all, other than like linking my Twitch. Because I don't know where to start after I've created
It's
X.
the same as Streamlabs, just without the preset, essentially.
That's unfortunate.
Like, OBS is a lot cleaner, there's a lot less overhead. You can use plugins. I have hella plugins to make my life a million times easier. Like, I have everything here set up in folders, right? If you look at my sources down here, everything's in a folder, right? So, like, if I want to go to my essentials, which is my live split, my input display, my background, and my game, they're all right here, right? Then I have all my alerts in a folder, my viewer count, which is off right now. If I want to turn it on, I can.
Oh my.
My alert box, right? My chat. I have my music-related things in a folder. My MIDI for when I'm playing piano, the song name, and the lower right hand corner if I want that for when I apparently it's not even picking it up right now.
This one.
Oh, I have music turned off, right?
Yeah.
Then I have all my audio down here, you know what I mean?
So I have all these scenes on the left side.
Let me open it. Yeah.
To where I have all these scenes. I only use 2 mainly.
Yeah, I
These
used to have a lot, and then I realized, why do I have so many? And then I deleted everything except my main, my be right back, my starting scene.
To where the main things I have are just the window, the capture of the alert box, snip, which is how I have the scrolling text for whenever I'm playing music on screen. Alert box, chat, BRB doesn't really matter, webcam
Do
doesn't
you want
really
me to help
matter.
you get set up with regular OBS?
Possibly, that would be dope.
I'm down to help you do it if you want.
Do you know if snip works with OBS?
You can use scrolling text in regular OBS very easily.
Okay, because I use this weird thing.
Watch, if I were to just like do this, watch. I can go.
Oh.
Watch this. You can go to filters. You can go to add. I'm gonna go to scroll. I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna go horizontal speed. Boom. See?
Well, this is linked to my Spotify.
Oh,
Is what
there's
I'm
something
saying.
like that for regular OBS. Yeah, I know what snip
So-
is. You can use snip with OBS. Yeah.
Okay, because whenever I'm playing stuff just normally, now it pops up on that top left portion of my
Yeah,
screen.
you can use snip with regular OBS.
Oh.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Same thing I always do. Spyro the Dragon.
Oh man. Okay, would you be down at some point tomorrow to try to help me figure all that shit out?
I am indeed down.
Okay. Because I'm starting to nod a little bit. Because
feel
I'm
you.
just worn out. So I think I'm gonna get Gillen out of here pretty soon. Actually. I had to be careful what scene I was clicking on. I'm pretty much... I'm shirtless and some of those actually have webcams turned on. But yeah, I've been so vibing with y'all. I'm gonna head to sleep.
For sure, bro. And thank you for all your help with input on that stuff. I appreciate it.
Pitched to Jenner voice chat on accident. Because I clicked. You enjoy your Apex. Your overlay looks a lot cleaner. In my opinion, with that little analog change.
I agree. I gotta make better beer and back screens. This is my current solution. It's okay, but you know.
Oh, I'm gonna show one more thing real quick. This. I started, because I was preparing for transition to OBS. I, don't have the files for the old overlays. So I just have a stream starting. Jesus Christ. Backwards studio. This is my new stream starting.
That looks pretty good, yeah.
Um,
I want mine to be gradiented over the game and stuff like this, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But even then, I actually did something really cool. So it only works if I do something special with my practice because I gotta figure it out. But I figured out a way to make the adventure continues say be right back. And I can also trigger it on command while practicing.
Oh, that's sick.
So if I wanted to go to the fucking adventure continues to the Spyro, but it's a lot of work.
And this is my stream ending.
Oh, I like that one too, yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn how to, since text is weird in this software, I had to learn how to make text bend. But in order to make text bend, since there's not a default option in this, you have to create your text layer, convert it to a roster, that's a hard word, roster size, I want to say, layer, and then you have to edit and bend that layer by itself to
Right.
try to conform text, which is weird. Rasterize. I might have to look into it again just in case. But yeah, it's really, really weird to try to make it. But these are gonna be my new starting and ending screens because I typically do that before I raid or whenever I'll play music and not talk, just have my mic muted for like a minute, 2 minutes before stream starts.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, I tend to do that sometimes. Not always. But sometimes.
I don't really think I need a be right back screen. Like, I might animate like a be right back text. Or add like a custom be right back thing that I create. Just to like pop up on the screen. But I don't think I need a whole scene dedicated to it at the moment.
Did we get all the
Kinda like yours. Like yours doesn't like take you entirely away.
Nope, we missed a fucking red. What's new? Oh, check
And all you have to do to do that, by the way, is it's just a black picture that has the opacity turned down on it, right? So
Gotcha.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I just need a better picture to turn down the opacity on, or a better font, really.
Which means you gotta dive down that rabbit hole. I remember one of the first calls whenever we were getting my live split set up, we spent like 3 hours, not 3 hours, but like 2 hours just looking at random fonts. Yeah,
Yep.
that was chill as shit.
That was fun.
I'm out of here now. Have a good night, y'all. I just did a peace sign if y'all could see that.
I do that
Bye.
so much.
I've been streaming too much. Peace sign. Bye.
Later.
Alright, I'm actually having a halfway decent game now.
Let's go.
I wish I was having a halfway decent fucking crystal flight or whatever the fuck this is called. This is a disaster.
Why am I like a team by himself?
TTV Wraith.
Nope, it's the fucking Rampart.
Oh no. Noob.
Something.
To be a masochist, I want to play Rampart.
I mean, she hasn't died yet, so...
Yeah, that's insane.
Maybe this one.
Maybe that's why she doesn't do it. Oh shit.
Wow, I actually got her to come off the building from the side.
I shouldn't be calling people masochists for wanting to play characters, considering I still play Lifeline when I get on usually.
Play what?
Lifeline usually.
Oh, yeah. I had a sick play as Lifeline. You know how they made it so that you can revive both teammates at once with the fucking drone?
Yeah.
I ended up having to build backpack and got both my friends up, and we had no right to be alive, but we did. We made it. God, I need a fucking sight for this sniper.
There's gotta be a way to easily just center this text and I hate when I have nothing makes me more mad than I have to Google how to do something in a paragraph.
Yeah, same.
Wow, there's an alignment tool.
Oh no. My fucking OBS might have just crashed. Did it? Nope, it didn't. My fucking graphics card crashed, but my OBS didn't somehow. I don't know how that makes sense. I'm going to minimize Discord so I'm not playing multiple videos at once.
I think that looks better. I don't know why that stopped in my head, but it did.
Because we vibe in Panama.
Wait, no, I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh my, or wait,
What happened?
I was supposed to fly to a fucking chest and I didn't. I have to go all the way back. That's annoying. It's like fucking probably like a minute time loss having to go all the way back through this. This is definitely not the correct route. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. You have to fucking do that too. Alright. This was all calculated so that I could, you know, show off my vortex skills. And I fuck it up! Oh my god. No. Oh my god. I can't do it unless I'm on a vortex run. It's too hard. Fucking what a meme.
Too hard.
This is fucking pathetic.
It's simply impossible. Simply undoable.
There's a mental block now. It's literally a mental block. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I ever fucking killed that guy either. I don't think I did, actually. Oh, maybe I did. Jesus Christ. Oh, that doesn't. Might the other one. maybe like 3 or 4.
Not bad.
Every time it's been 1 gem. It's not like I'm like just forgetting to go to places. I'm just straight like missing them.
That's the room. The awful room.
Yep. I do not like this room. I'm just gonna go slow as hell.
The room where you fucking die.
Yes. Yeah, it's so weird how hard they made that room compared to like the rest of the game.
Someone in Insomniac was just having a bad day when you made that.
And I missed 2 jumps on that. Did I just see it? Oh, that's 1 gem.
Hey.
Oh, that's not good. So there's another 1 gem somewhere.
We hard nostalgia. If I can, that last one, where's that
Go.
one, Jim?
Sparks.
2 more days, I get footy pajamas. It's a hooded one.
Oh yeah.
So like, I play like League of Legends and Spyro. And I follow some like YouTubers. It's like, oh man, I have this new killer I want to try out. So they can try and get like, try it out. It'd be cool. And I try to do that, and then oh wait, here's people who know what they're doing, using builds that already work. It's a rough time. Or I have a rough time. I'm trying to play a Moon Top. I wanted to go crazy on hit build that was routine. A fucking sword that does all of the like wits end. My idea was like all the magic on hit abilities or items, because you know moves passive does bonus % damage. Now this will be fun. Every time I try to play it, it's I'm not going against AD tops. When against Warwick, you just announce this thing. Not just that, but I also get started on the other side, the instead of red being on top, it was red on bottom. So I had 0, so I didn't get the jump priority. Well, the jump would appear after like I wasn't there. I just wish Wild Rift on console would just hurry up. But Smite's even worse about like trying to go against the meta, 'cause it's even like more meta heavy. I think it actually a lot of leeway in a lot of stuff. Get away from quite a bit. You're probably trying to play against Smite.
5 episodes of Initial D?
Yeah.
Why didn't no one tell me? It's actually a really fun show.
Initial D, the first season is fire.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It has 1, 2, and 4.
I've only seen the first one and then season 2, and season 2 was still decent, but it wasn't as good, so I decided to take a break and then come back.
Alright, you know another old anime that's really hype you probably didn't watch yet?
What?
Have you seen Makinochi no Ippo?
No. I don't think I have anything I can launch it on.
Is that the boxing one?
That's the boxing one, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I've heard good things about it.
It's really good.
I think I've heard it, I just haven't watched it. Also, don't you have fucking work in a few hours?
Who?
You?
No, I'm off today.
Shit. That is cool.
You wanna guess how many episodes of One Piece I've watched in like 4 weeks?
I'm gonna say 87.
200.
Fucking hell, that show's still fun.
It's so fucking good.
What the
From everyone that watches it, but
Composer, did you just see that?
in a,
I literally got launched out of the, like I talked to the dragon, and then, after the dragon, a mushroom proxied me upwards, like after the cutscene ended.
New tech.
And I got like,
I think I've heard of mushroom proxy before.
yeah, that was fucking crazy. I've never seen that happen.
Glad you're recording, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about One Piece?
I'm like 360 episodes in. I took a break because I don't like the current arc.
What the fuck? What the hell's my mic doing?
If I remember correctly, that's like
No, it's the one after that. It's, what's it called? I can't even think of what it's called at the moment because I took the break like a couple months ago.
I just gotta.
I'm on like. Oh, sorry, I'm not speaking. My mic is just staying registered.
I just got finished with the G8 arc, which is filler, but it's really good.
Yeah, I liked the very start of One Piece more than like the later episodes, so I'll go back to it eventually, but
I feel like that's the opposite of most people.
is it?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the early going.
Well, maybe by like early he means like post East Blue, post East Blue. Like the
My favorite one was.
that fix it?
I always forget the fucking name of the arcs. Like I can think of what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
but the one with Nami and like the fish, like the
yeah,
fish
that.
people one.
My noise gate wasn't high enough, so it was catching the ends of your sentences
something
and the air conditioning.
there's something part.
Like I think that's like everybody's favorite arc, but I can't remember the name. And I also haven't watched or read One Piece.
My favorite arc
But I am
is Alabaster.
Alabaster's a good one.
I am like 97 chapters or something into JoJo's Part 6 though.
Oh boy, wait till you get to part 7, and it's really long.
Yeah, it's in the reset timeline. It's really fun as it takes place at the same time as the original Part 1 took place.
Yeah,
It does, but yeah, it's not the reset
to
timeline
America.
from that. It's the completely new one.
Yeah, the reset.
It's like a completely.
Yeah, it's
no,
post Part 6.
It's post part 6, but it's not directly connected to
It
the original
is.
character name.
Fuji.
That does happen, but
Giorno.
that's not the
Giorno still exists.
And yeah, I think he may end up in JoJo Land, but that hasn't even been written yet.
Yeah, part 8. He should be involved in part 8.
Part 8's already done.
Part 9, excuse me.
Part 9.
If you go by part 8 parfait scene, like part 9 might actually now.
Engaraki said he's gonna do more, but I don't know. I know he's definitely doing not JoJo Lands. 'Cause that's the title of part 9. Gods know when that's gonna release. I don't know, man. I just think it's funny. Oh, part of JoJo that is literally older than me is finally being released in December. Anime form.
Man, the Sky Island wound up getting really like tiresome.
Really?
Yeah.
I was completely the opposite with that one.
For me, because for so long, no one could do anything. For like 80% of the arc, Luffy's in a fucking snake.
I felt like the beginning was really slow, like the first like 10 to 15 episodes when there was nothing really happening. Then once like stuff actually started happening, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
I thought I could probably say anything and it would be a JoJo's or a One Piece spoiler.
Like it takes like mostly. It's like that arc is like pretty much all about the people who live in Sky Island and like the straw hats are just there. Now the fucking fight with Inaru was great. Once the fight actually started.
Fuck no, I'm trying to charge my phone, but my phone's busted to shit, so it's a pain in the ass to properly charge it.
I looked at you for it, and I just haven't taken the time to take it apart. So go ahead.
But the second figure arc is high because it's just there's so much. Everyone gets their cool shit that it just pops. Everyone pops off in that arc.
I like how the Shonen Jump official video game, Jump Force, spoils over 350, I think, hours of content.
Yeah, because they expect you to watch. They expect you've already watched all these old ass animes.
Watched and read every chapter of every shonen.
Because it's not at that point. It's not really a spoiler. Because like, oh, you didn't know, fucking Cell blows up Goku.
No, like they put post time skip Zoro in the game.
But yeah, post time skip Zoro has existed for like 5 years.
Yeah, but if some just Dragon Ball fan or some kid that just is new to anime and wants to play a anime fighting game,
Why would they use? But why would they use like priest time skip Zoro?
You can't expect them to like accommodate spoilers in a game about, like the thing that is gonna be spoiled if you like it anyways,
I mean, there's like recent spoilers in some of them.
I mean, like even then, they're not really spoilers because you still gotta learn how the fuck they get it.
You
I
gotta
don't-
like unlock them to like when I get like with this Dragon Ball game, I'm like, absolutely.
I don't know what the fuck is. I still don't know what Hakai is or Haki or which one is.
Did any of y'all play Dragon Ball Fighters?
Yeah.
No, I didn't play fighters.
I stopped.
I honestly really.
I stopped after like the lobbies got way too like.
I didn't play combat
Which one on which Xbox?
The most recent one, 2016, I think it came out, right? Or 2015.
You know what I want to finally be made? I think it's which cross game hasn't been released? I know one of the two cross games because I think Street Fighter Cross Tekken was released or the other way around. I can't remember which one was released and which one wasn't.
Check it. One of them, like the event, it's allegedly still coming out. And that'll be Street Fighter characters and Tekken characters fighting in 3D.
I thought that was what Street Fighter Cross Tekken was. I think Tekken Cross Street Fighter is supposed to be
whatever the correct order is supposed to be.
I don't know, it's a fucking confusing title.
Yeah, basically the one when they fight in 3D has. Although like Akuma and Tekken 7 are pretty much taking a taste.
I really want the final Smash DLC just to be some fucking random obscure character that'll piss off everyone. No, like, it's confirmed that this is the final DLC character. Yeah, and Nintendo has probably said so. They published Sakurai saying so, basically them signing off on it.
Saying that this is going to be the last character, or that what will be the last character?
That this upcoming DLC character for Fighters Pass 2 is going to be the last one.
Oh yeah, I don't believe it. Since Smash 4 was going to be his last Smash game, guaranteed for sure 100%. So I don't believe a word that comes out that next Smash.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Sakurai retired.
I wouldn't either, but Nintendo loves to say this is it, and then be like, oh wait, there's more.
Yeah, the only game they've ever held that work with is Mario games. Which is really unfortunate because I like those games. I like playing the hard ass levels.
No way that is picking up me fucking around at the wall.
Eurogamer, number DLC characters. Yeah, the Psycho is by
Fucking hell. Really hate having to fuck with my noise gate, but it's picking up my AC.
probably be the fucking Fire Emblem character.
No, they've already done their Fire Emblem character for the new game. Most likely it'll be a final third party.
I do think that that's the DLC
There's been so many levels where I just missed one gem. It's just costing so much time. I have absolutely no idea where it is. Oh. I have found them like pretty fucking quickly though, is the thing. Is the good part.
Watching fucking Initial D and just watching driving videos really is making me annoyed that one, my car's an SUV, and two, it's automatic.
Yeah, that's the only thing about the Mustang that I really want to get. But
You always learn to
Honestly.
manually swap it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, especially like it's gonna be abundantly easy to find
I can't find a. I don't know what to look for. I'm looking for a manual transmission for my car.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel
Are
like
you
they're not
gonna-
that common for.
It's a Kia Sportage, fucking LX. I think it's the smaller engine. Even though it makes good horsepower, don't get me wrong. Like 173 wheel horsepower.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like this Mustang. Like, I mean, yeah, they say it needs a new starter, but you never know what
Yeah.
else might be up with it.
I
It's
just
a lot of work, so it'll be a good start.
Uh,
on
does your dad or his buddy that owns the shop or whatever it was have a code reader?
I don't know if like, but I obviously didn't have
I just asked to borrow it when you go down to look at it and just find the OBD2
Oh,
plug
yeah,
in.
that would be a good idea to take it with me. I'd just say there's a.
I could have gotten a really fucking nice Toyota. I don't know what type of Toyota it was, but it was like it was stock with a fucking wing on it. But it sadly I know it wasn't a Supra, but it was a decent looking Toyota, but it had check engine light and didn't have a fucking code reader. Because my grandfather forgot his code reader. I'm looking into buying just a wireless code reader for my car, just the one that you can just leave plugged into your under steering wheel OBD2 port.
Right.
Because it's like right next to my hood pop. You just reach a bit farther down and to the right, and you feel the port right there.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking it'd be worth the money just to buy a wireless one that you can check with an app. They cost like over $100. But sorry, zombie, I interrupted you. Oh, I'm done. I was just talking about the price.
Did you guys play Gundam Xenoverse?
I have never played a Gundam game.
Xenoverse is a very special game for me because it's a Gundam game. It's a tactical squad game.
Yep.
So it's like the old it's like the old Rainbow Six. It's just a really more slow pace. It's like,
There's a game you guys might not know about. It's called Atlas Reactor. It doesn't exist anymore because the servers don't exist anymore. So you can't play it. But it's like XCOM, but like much more complex and competitive. It is a really interesting game, but it's been dead for a few years.
yeah, but with Zeonic Front, you play as Zeon.
I think CFG knows a thing or two about games dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you about the fucking Battleborn should be still here. Battleborn was so fucking good.
I've actually never played it.
I don't know, man.
It was.
I just
really
didn't get it. Like, I played it and like really tried it because I was like, first of all, why it really didn't fucking work is because the game literally came out like a week before Overwatch or something. Like,
Not because of any Pittsburgh. It was supposed to come out like the team was
I
like
wonder what you're gonna rename McCree to.
ass. It's like the McCree thing. It's like such a non-issue.
Yeah, I get it. The person they named him after is a terrible person, so I don't wanna.
Yeah, but Jason McCree is literally some fucking like random ass.
He's like a major. He was a major component of the team.
No, I'm saying like Jason McCree is a basic bitch like generic Western name. And everyone thought, well, my friends, like I think 90% of people probably just thought it was named as like the reference to
Probably just name him after Matt Mercer, if I had to guess.
So they've already now they have to fucking like further delay the Overwatch 2 is a fucking shit-ass development because they have to like go in,
Overwatch 2 doesn't exist.
redo a bunch of fucking voice lines.
Actually, it's not that bad to redo voice lines for something like that, because it's just when his name's mentioned, which he doesn't mention his own name except for like once, and only a few other characters really have interaction
Well,
with
like,
him.
I'm saying 2 is supposed to be like a fucking have an actual story. That's what I hate the most about Overwatch. Why Battleborn was so much better. Because here's the thing, Overwatch basically no story. They just make it up as they go. Battleborn had a story, had a story mode, co-op, and every character had dialogue for each mission. For each mission, and then reacting to other characters. Super fucking in-depth dialogue.
Let's see if you're running 120.
Kind of. I only know the route for Artisans, so... Artisans in like the first couple levels of Peacekeepers, so...
120-ish.
Yeah.
There's like these 2 characters called Oscar, Mike, and Randy, and if you have them in your party in a certain mission, they start having it. They literally have like a 5-minute arc, and they just slowly devolve between them.
I wonder if fucking you rat proxy into Nasty's loot, right?
You can.
Damn. I was thinking if you could,
Also,
I wonder if you could trigger the second cutscene.
The
Like,
top
finish
of the
level
Nasty loot.
completely.
Nasty's loot is solid. For some reason that one has collision.
All of them have.
That's so weird. Fucking
Why
Spyro.
would
I'll
you,
just
why would you
another
want to
site.
trigger the cutscene area?
I just would want to know if you could do like a different version of Cheat Percent where you get the true ending.
Oh, I gotcha. As far as I'm aware, you actually have to go and go into the I was going to go against in Reaper all the time.
You have to almost 120 the game, right, to unlock loot.
We have to 100.
Judging by the cutscene, I would assume that you have to collect all the gems, but
Well, I think the game might assume if you're in loot, you must have collected the other.
yeah, it's definitely possible. Right.
Can you get to the thing?
Yeah, I have the level.
I meant like, can you get to the top, to the vortex after before collecting all the treasure in Nasty Lord.
Well, so if you go to the vortex.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, if you collect everything in loot,
What I'm wondering is if you collect everything and do
I mean, you could test it right now.
I'm gonna. But it'd be easier to do it in an emulator where I can poke the RAM and just type in the gem values than actually go do all that. Because I actually don't know how to collect all the gems in loot. I'm a simple vortex man. I'm a simple man.
And we need glue just to test stuff.
I'm still so fucking pissed off. And the fact that the single player is tied to servers, you can't even play the fucking single player anymore.
What? Okay, that's kind of dumb. That right there is pretty good.
That's how a MMO I don't play anymore, known as Warframe, worked with its single player story. Because almost all the missions you can do is multiplayer, but there are single player things and stories, but you have to be online to play them. Actually, wait, you can play Warframe offline. Technically, you can play it offline.
Oh, see,
Send it to you need multiple people to do.
Warframe is MMO.
Yeah.
And like the Battleborn was like a first-person movie.
Don't you love when games say, "Hey, we have a time frame"?
Hey, Overwatch 2 does have a build that is stable enough to play the Wii on.
And then like they fucking like destroyed everyone. All these fucking great studios who've done like fucking Toys for Bob. You have to go to the Overwatch mines.
Actually, they're in the they're on Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like
Toys for Bob was put on Call of Duty by Activision.
Yeah, and then some. No, it was Vicarious Vision.
Activision.
Maybe this is a hot take, but is Toys for Bob even good? Like,
Yeah.
Toys for Bob made Spyro.
Well, define good.
yeah,
They did the Reignited trilogy.
they did the Reignited trilogy, so they had an already good game.
They also made some
and
of
just
the best games.
and just copied
that...
it, like,
Yeah,
and didn't even copy it particularly well.
I'm gonna say
That-
a hot fucking take. and
That's
say
the
that
argument I was
honestly,
gonna.
Like, okay, it sucks that they basically threw Spyro in there as a marketing tool, but honestly, I don't think that Skylanders was a perfect game.
No,
I've
it
heard that,
wasn't.
and-
That's the thing.
Skylander series? Fucks.
Fucking
here's-
buku cash for Activision.
Yeah, so here's
Science
the
is
thing with
really
Skylanders.
fun.
I do think it's a good game from everything I've seen of it. The only problem is it would be perfect if it had not manipulated children into buying a million figurines to play it.
I still have my Skylanders, thank you very
Well,
much.
you know what? Here's the flip side. It got kids into collecting figurines.
Right, but it got the parents into spending $20 every time the kid wanted to play another level or whatever.
The worst thing was the fucking trap one, because I was searching forever for the fucking Eon trap, which you needed to catch the final boss of the game once you beat him. And it was hard to find that shit anywhere. I still don't think I have one.
But yeah, everyone I know who likes Skylanders, they seem to have really decent games. But yeah, as a Spyro fan, when I bought the first game, I was like,
So the only, like, if they just didn't fuck up its design, no one, I think everyone would be fine with it. You know?
I don't even. Well, I wasn't even too upset at the design. I just thought it was a Spyro game when I bought it. Yeah.
Swap
Again,
Force was a really interesting idea. One where you took the top half and bottom half and swapped them around between each other.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know the Skylanders past Spyro's Adventure.
I've played the first 4.
I did not know they released that.
There's like more than 4.
Damn, not
There's
only are
one
they
with
raking in
cars.
cash on the games, but they're raking in cash on the figurines, and they're
There's
raking
one
in
with
cash.
Bowser and Donkey Kong in it.
Yeah. I
And
wouldn't
it's,
doubt they have
and it-
DLC.
and it's about cars.
Also, Toys for Bob made one of my favorite games from my childhood. Unbelievable.
I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. Like, game. It's an arena brawler, and it's like an alien for sale.
You know what I was surprised? That it got ported to the Switch.
What?
An old Xbox game. I think it's like something the zombie.
Stubbs a zombie, yeah.
Yeah.
They got ported to everybody.
Yeah.
It's jank,
Also,
but it's fun.
not the most recent direct or the one before it, but I think one of the more recent directs had over 46 ports in it. And 3 new games.
We heard y'all like remasters.
Not even remasters, ports for the same price or more.
What's cool about the Stubbs a Zombie remaster? It had like the PC only levels in it.
Yeah, you got when you release those, you got to at least, like, you know, put an extra level or something in. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like Crash
That was
Insane
awesome.
Trilogy had a couple extra levels. So I was kind of hoping Spyro would, but
That would cost money.
Yeah, I don't think Spyro had any cutscenes.
Yeah, because like, also it would also fuck up the.
Well, it did. It did. We're just not aware of them. You know.
I said in my head that they didn't put homeworld into Spyro 2.
I really did wish that they added extra levels in the Spyro, though. I would have loved that person. I feel like there would have been some fans who would have been like,
I
But
really
then
like
that-
the,
they added
the
Cat
future
Spyro.
levels for Japan for Crash. I actually really enjoyed those.
I'm gonna
They
say,
added Fat Spyro.
who would complain about some more Spyro content than Spyro?
So I'd love
You
Spyro.
ever seen the internet?
and yeah, fucking what? There's a word.
Oh no, the small minority like.
What is the word for people who want something to be exactly the same as it was? Like to achieve? There's a word.
It's the word I can't say.
Dumbass.
Well, it depends. Sometimes that applies. Like if Nintendo re-released Melee, I wouldn't play it unless it was exactly the same. You know? But like sometimes it doesn't apply.
Purist?
Curious, that's the word. Yeah, there are Spyro curious.
There absolutely are.
How I play it for the fun.
Yeah, I think it would be great for a lot of things, but because I'm a competitive Melee player,
I think you
would
missed
play
the
it
red over
exactly
there.
the same, you know? But with Spyro, even though I'm a speedrunner, if I wanted to play through Spyro 1, 2, or 3 casually again, and I wanted an extra level, like, fuck yeah, I'd play that. It's like... In a platformer single-player game versus a fighting game, you know, it's totally okay to add extra content.
The only like problem I have, Spyro Reignited has it's really in 2 and 3. They changed a lot of they still like characters sound like they should. Sometimes.
To be fair, the voice acting was kind of bad. That had a charm.
Yeah, and like, or I'm talking like also like
And just honestly, just direct port the audio.
I killed this Yeti.
well, I think they lost they lost the source code to 1, I believe.
They lost the source code to 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Like, I can't remember what it is. But yeah, the old Williams card is the only copy of its fucking tune, or like the code that runs all of its like really advanced for the time systems, exists on one floppy disk that Williams keeps under very high protection.
For what game did you say?
No, it's for a car.
Oh, okay.
Well, you probably should keep getting it off the fucking floppy disk because it's gonna die.
They probably
can't.
have multiple backups.
They haven't. I know it just exists on a floppy disk that Williams Racing keeps in a very secure location.
I'm sure that they have like other like virtual backups for safety that like they would have fixed.
It's like the floppy disks are going to die.
Like I promise you, any physical medium that has like very sensitive information in there, it's go back to like companies aren't, you know. Well, if it dies, well.
Yeah, the F1 for fun fact doesn't use anti-lock brakes.
Anti-lock brake.
ABS.
What? Oh, like the braking system.
That's just the system in your car that makes your brakes not lock up.
I guess it makes sense. You want more control of your like, you know, you don't want any.
That's just the
outside-
FIA bandit. It's like not allowed.
Right. It would be out. It would be assistance.
Any,
Hey, safety measures? No.
any tech. I think it's fucking driver assistance technologies aren't allowed, and it's partially because it's like heavily because of one, like, of Williams Racing, because they made the best car everyone has ever seen. And this was in the 90s. The car is banned.
Did it have really good ratings or something?
It had a bunch of technological advancements for the time that made it extremely dominant.
It kind of set the precedent for what technology shouldn't be allowed.
Donut Media has a good video on it. It's called "Why F1 Banned Their Best Car." It's on YouTube. It's a pretty good watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stories like that, and a lot of sports and esports. Melee has a lot of controllers getting banned, characters getting banned.
I still think it's funny that wobbling was finally patched out with Slippy.
Well, it wasn't patched out.
There
You can
is no
wobble on
wobbling in Slippy.
No, you can totally wobble.
I think online competitive build of it doesn't have it.
You can totally wobble on.
Thinking the version that has both.
That is not
What are you talking about?
melee that's real. That's like a mod. That's Ishikura mods. And that's not competitive for 1 and for 2. That's still you can wobble in.
I still think it's great because like Slippy does have the ability to patch melee because they use their own drivers for it.
Right? But everyone would be hella pissed off. Fizzy would never touch it.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Like my Discord froze for a second.
Yeah, what you might be thinking is a lot of tournaments don't allow wobbling. It's very, very common now for wobbling to not be allowed.
Yeah, Smash World Tour kind of set the precedent finally to ban it.
But Slippy it's totally allowed because Slippy only has unranked, and even with ranked, I do believe that it is allowed because there's still a lot of tournaments that do allow it.
I think that any tournament that contributes to the placing for World Tour isn't allowed to have it because.
Oh yeah, they have to use the rules.
Well, no, the way Melee World Tour is gonna work because of all the Nintendo bullshit is I think the top person from each region or something like that, or top 16. I can't remember the exact phrasing, but basically, it's up to the local scene to decide with their own tournaments who's the best.
No, yeah, no, that's fine. But what I'm talking about is the regional tournaments that are actually part of the Smash World Tour.
Yeah.
The local tournaments that like decide if it's even put into the tour. Yeah, those are like random. Like that's a whole other thing too. Is because Nintendo's sponsoring the Smash World Tour, we're not allowed to use the color mix, which is UCF. Essentially, a way
Well,
we make
Nintendo didn't like the World Tour, it's just they couldn't stop it.
Well, if that is the case, from what I understand, there's some people that are part of it that did but the problem is this was before the pandemic, and a lot of stuff's happened since then, and there still hasn't been a re-announcement.
Yeah, there is. When they re-announced World Tour, they re-announced it.
They re-announced that it's happening, but they didn't re-announce the dates or tournaments or anything like that.
Yeah, they just announced the new system.
Yeah.
For it.
But the problem is before then, Nintendo's relationship with Melee was at least somewhat okay. Like, it was bad, but it was still, like, workable. But the problem is during the pandemic, they ceased to assist with a lot of tournaments, and a lot of Melee fans said, fuck you, Nintendo, and that's why the whole Save Smash thing started. And a lot of people said, fuck, you know, like, because there's a lot of things that tournaments did to comply with Nintendo that we all didn't. Like, one of the things I was telling you about, UCF, it's a mod that we modded in Melee to make.
I know UCF is. I played. Multiple.
What is it?
Basically,
UCF
game
is a
controllers aren't all the same. So UCF just fixes the inherent differences in controllers.
Right. Essentially, there's some tech in the game that requires the angle to be on an option to be very specific, and not every controller has the exact same. Like in the factories, you know, they're only like so active to like the metal and so there's one in the tech in the game called shield dropping, and shield drop you need to get a very specific way of controller, and some controllers just have that angle perfect, like right there. And so UCF aims to make it so that you don't have an advantage for hitting a lucky of your controller, you know. But at tournaments that were sponsored by Nintendo, UCF was allowed, and so because of that, a lot of tournaments are saying, "Fuck you, we don't want to be sponsored by Nintendo," because not only do we have to not use UCF, and then not only do we have to go out and find melee discs instead of using Nintendo, and not only do we have to fucking, you know, get all this other bullshit. If we don't get sponsored by Nintendo, we get to run the tournament however we want. And that seems to be the precedent that's being set now, because a lot of online tournaments we ran on Flippy, even though Nintendo said, hey, we don't want tournaments ran on Flippy, every tournament said we'll come back, and ran it anyway. And it's kind of interesting seeing things go back to land right now, because, you know, being like, that I've been in the Melee scene for like 7 years, like, there was like never any Nintendo cease and desist while within the past year there's been 3. So kind of
Well, back in I think 2013 when Melee got into EVO through the charity bid, Nintendo tried to shut it down, but
I was not in the community during that time again. That was the first big one. So said they were gonna pick up Melee in 2013, and then Nintendo said no, we don't want that. Don't screen it, please. And then every single person security would basically say like, hey, if Nintendo will do this, it's gonna look real bad.
big F crap for us CFG.
But
Bad.
the thing is, something similar happened this year. One of the bigger streamers on Twitch was when Nintendo ceased and desisted in Big House for using Slippy. The day after that, he announced a $20,000 charity. Ludwig even said, straight up, in the Twitter post, I would like to see you shut this down. He like straight up called it out. Like it was quite respect.
I forget, but I think Anne somehow manages to stay in front of Nasty before that turn.
Oh yeah, you can. I just haven't really worked on it.
And I personally have been finding I don't like to stay in front of Nasty. I like to do the jump and stay in front of him at the end because it makes it so I don't get too much in front of him. You can actually get too far in front of Nasty, which is slower.
Yep.
So I like to focus on the back to get in front of him and catch up because have to fight to stay in front and
Is you
not
good
just
enough?
Sorry I took so long.
But yeah, Melee's
What about
Going back to the
Ganassi
whole band
Ganor?
waddling thing.
Nasty Nork?
That is
His
finally being
toast.
settled, but it's
So
interesting because
now
I was actually
there's
watching
order again in the
a
Dragon
content creator
Kingdom?
talk about this the other
Well,
day.
mostly.
Because
I still got some
wobbling
treasure to pick
has
up.
been banned, there's
What
many
will
players
you
who
do
don't play
next?
anymore.
I'd say the sky's the limit.
And it's kind of sad
I mean,
because there is the argument that like, oh, you could say they were relying on a gimmick, but there's a really good example of this player Nintendo who said himself like, no, I just quite literally enjoy this mechanic. As a mechanic, I enjoy the rhythm and the BPM of it. I enjoy like the idea that this, you know, player is playing around this one thing. And while, you know, while I would disagree with the points, there is a part of me that's like, there's this part of the game that you really enjoyed, and you know, now it's being taken away too. But as a player who doesn't play Ice Climbers, it does, you know, obviously feel shitty to know that you're getting comboed in a way that's much easier.
I
than
mean,
you
any
have to.
character can wobble if they have a fucking wall, but yeah.
If they have a wall.
I mean, that's basically what it is. It's just fucking jet. the way pummeling works in Melee.
Well,
Man, Ice Climbers is
the
like-
reason it works with Ice Climbers is because Nana pummels right after Popo. Like, you set up the pummel in a way to where Nana pummels, and then Popo pummels perfectly. So it's Nana Popo, Nana Popo, Nana Popo, Nana Popo is the wobble setup. It's because after a pummel, you have a certain amount of time before you can't mash out. And because Nana pummels right after Popo, the time that they have to mash out doesn't ever happen.
That just sounds like an exploit.
It is an exploit. That's why it got banned. So it's an infinite. It's an infinite. And so the idea is that to get a 0 to death in Melee, it takes work, right? You have to read and react to their DI. You have to read and react to their smash DI. You have to do your punish perfectly while also reacting to what they're doing. But while Ice Climbers, you play a really good neutral, get a grab, and if you got a grab, then they're gonna die.
And then you wobble them to 300.
Well, you don't. If you want to be a dick, you go to 300. Yeah.
I mean, that is the limit.
That is the limit. You could legally go to 300 every time, but you would not like. But
It's just wobble to 300 down throw.
so the thing with it that's interesting is that there's like a couple, like, you know, the meme that's like, you know, levels of big brainness, right? Like, it'll like the brain expanding with the different thoughts, you know. Like the meme is that the lowest level one is ban wobbling because it's dumb and like I can't do anything about it. And then the next level is don't ban wobbling because just don't get grabbed. If you got grabbed, you did bad. And then there's the even further beyond that, which is the yes, it was your fault for getting grabbed, but if you have to play the game all around not getting grabbed, then it's an over-centralizing mechanic and you're not even playing the game anymore. You know what I mean? Like, there's the different levels of
Just
the
don't get grabbed,
thought.
3-head.
Exactly.
No,
Like, I've had people say that to me, and it's like, yes,
That
you
is
are
such
right.
awful, like, defense.
It is right, but also, I'm here to play this fighting game that is not all around not getting grabbed, right? It's like, I'm trying to play a game in which I'm threatening many different things with my opponent at the same time. Playing this, like, dance. I don't want to play this, you know, over-centralized game. And, like, then there's the argument people make, like, oh, well, like, you're just complaining because you don't like to play against it. And it's like, sure, but if the reason everyone doesn't like to play against it is because it feels unfair, then that's a valid reason.
I wonder how long it's gonna take.
A while.
Because of the second plane.
Yeah, I kind of know how to do the early one. It's just I have to get pretty lucky to actually get it.
That's like in fighting, like in traditional fighting games. Like that's like people like being upset. What I'm about to say is, so wobbling is a hard expert. And they're
It's actually not that hard, though. That's the thing. I can
I can do it with my
hard.
feet.
I mean hard as in no, that's an expert. You can't defend it. And like they're defending it like it's a grappler in another fighting game. Where in those games,
you can do nothing again. If you have to people set down their controls, you know what I mean? Like pro players, when they get wobbled, like the moment they get grabbed, they stop pressing buttons because there is no defense.
yeah.
Totally. Oh, I noticed you have a Microsoft GameCube.
Microsoft game.
You're playing Melee on a Microsoft GameCube.
No, I am indeed playing on a Microsoft. Yeah, I'm playing on a Microsoft.
Yeah, like, but it's like sort of like, or, you know, or it's like, okay, like, fucking, Kanji, you know, he's a strong grappler, he knows, grapplers have, like, a counter to it, like their natural counter is over, shit like that.
Right, like, let me give you another example. In Melee, there's something called chain grabbing, which a couple characters have, which isn't infinite. However, the difference is that it does have counterplay. While you can perfectly chain grab somebody and react to their counterplay, right? You can react to everything somebody does with your defense. However, that's the difference, is that you are reacting to something the player you're playing against.
And you stop it.
Not if they play perfectly.
No,
But that's the difference.
That's the answer. No, that's the thing. That's the question. Can you stop it?
If they don't play
Yeah.
perfect, yes. You can stop it if you
It's not. Like Nano. I remember I've seen it now. I remember watching a video on Nano because like you only get frozen in place. You can't do it.
Right. So like,
I know like Captain Falcon can do that.
Yeah, because
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
200 BPM. It's like you can do it with your fucking feet.
And I think Marth is the other one that's really famous for it. Because
yeah. So those are chain grabs. So the idea of a wobble is if you grab them, there's literally nothing he can do to get out of it. If I do it right.
If you just hyper wobble.
yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah.
But the difference
There's
is
another
with the chain
way
grab.
to wobble where you mash A as fast as possible.
Right. The difference is when you do a chain grab, they actually have counterplay, and if they DI
Mark
and
up, bro.
right, you actually have to like react to them going left and right. You see what I mean? Like I missed that, so they'd be able to actually get out of it. You have to
Like, you
dip
can
in and
DI
fixate
it.
at the bottom.
If you're good enough, you can just DI out of chain grab.
Well, you can't get out of it, but you can DI out of somebody's bad reaction. And it's really hard to react perfectly. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like you can do it perfectly. It's just so hard that it's like if they do it, you're not mad because they had to work hard to get it. That's the whole thing in Melee. You can do something perfectly, just like my Spyro wobble. But you're not mad because your opponent had to work damn hard.
Go to
You made them work
Stadium
damn hard.
2 with Pikachu and someone else to show what I mean by just most characters can put someone against the wall and just infinite them against the wall.
Yeah. So I'll show you what I mean. Let me.
So wall infinites are like it's like almost every fighting game.
But there's no legal stage with wall anymore since
Pikachu.
So if I go on like,
So wait, Stadium 2 is banned?
Frozen Stadium is now.
Yeah.
So if we get Fox in the wall here, so if I drill shine Fox right here, he can't really get it out if I do it perfectly. Which my shield's actually frozen.
Better example is a
You've
Pikachu
defeated
jab.
Ganasty Gnorc,
Hold on.
collected the dragon eggs,
My controller's
saved all the
actually
dragons,
being
and
weird.
recovered every
He's
bit of
frozen on
treasure in the
light shield.
Dragon Kingdom. How do
Well,
you
basically,
feel?
like,
I feel
think
fired
about it
up,
this way:
Bob,
if you're
and
playing
I'm happy
doubles
for the
and
Dragon
it's
World, of
just
course.
you and your
I
teammate
certainly wouldn't want to
against
spend
like
the rest of my Dragon days
you
butting
basically
heads with
taking out
Nasty Gnorc and his weird
last stock,
minions.
right?
What's a minion?
Only one of your
Never
opponents
mind.
remains and you're in a
You
team.
know what they say.
Basically,
this should be a better
Every
example
good
right here.
battle,
a
you
character
need a good
can
adversary.
grab
And I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided
someone,
nature,
start
There we go,
pummeling,
like this.
and you can hit
See
them.
this?
uh-oh. Here we
Ah.
go again.
Ow. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm trying to say, composer?
Yeah. This is a wall in there right here.
Fucking drill shining's funny as shit. That's
There
funny
we
as
go.
fuck,
There
that
it is,
big
baby.
drill. Oh shit, GG.
Oh, GG.
I think Slash just zoned out.
No, I mute my mic a lot because I'm worried that
Mine
Might
does a
follow
little
up.
bit. I just mess with my Discord noise gate.
it also might not. It might just be like the what's it called? The audio. You know, where you like hear yourself or whatever.
Oh yeah, just
Make it
slight
noise,
echo.
Make it feel like it, but yeah.
Yeah, I have
Make
it
sure
happen
that
for
isn't
times when I'm on a phone call.
For some reason, my shit was being weird. Oh, there we go. I'm no longer. Oh.
So many places that I have.
No, it's just. What's really nice about a GameCube controller and the GameCube is there's a built-in way to reset your controller.
Yep.
You just hold.
With Dolphin, you still want to reset it fully, but you don't want. You can on a GameCube do X, Y, and start.
X. I think it's X, Y. Start and shoulders, isn't it?
You just need X, Y, start. That's it.
What's it do?
It resets your controller in case you accidentally press or hold A while you're turning on the console, because that'll. And if you when you
If you
plug
have
in
a
your
shoulder,
controller,
if you have a shoulder
it,
mod too, you want to hold R as you plug it in.
if you move your stick at all when you're plugging in a GameCube controller, that is where it sets the neutral.
Yeah, the dead zone gets messed up.
Yeah. It's a really funny way to fuck with someone when you're playing on like Switch or something. You just secretly set their dead zone to like the edge.
Why am I walking by myself, bro? Hold on.
Oh, you're on the menu right now.
No. If you set someone's dead zone to be wrong, they'll walk by themselves. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's really funny. You can set someone's drift, or you can disable their A button by doing that.
I'm about to play a game in a second and just prepare some stuff. But 10 minutes.
Basically, if you hold down like their A button or their B